Hello everyone, I'm just entering the wild part of Knolls Cemetery, also known as Seaburn Cemetery. I've called the video Seaburn Cemetery in the title just simply because I think it stands out more. A lot of people don't know this is called Knolls, and to be honest, a lot of people say the name Seaburn and it'll probably stand out a bit more on the YouTube algorithm. If you say Seaburn, Knolls, I've always thought it sounds like some sort of butter or something like that. But look, this is the old wild bit here. This is where that fox went into a few months ago when I was here I think it was Friday afternoon. But just what happens is, even though it's left as a meadow, it ends up, the whole ground becomes like just a mess. It does look beautiful though. The purpose of this video, we're just going to have a little walk through this wild section, and we're going to head down to Cutthroat Dean. I've only got 90 minutes left on the memory card because I've just done an unexpected video at the war cemetery. Look at that. I came to Jesus as I was, weary and worn and sad. I found in him a resting place, and he has something. Sadly I can't read that, but as you can see, this is how these particular headstones are put together. There's like iron bars in them where the concrete is placed on top to hold them together. You can easily trip up in here. You do get pheasants and foxes in here. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at this old iron fence around this family burial ground. I think it's Ruddock or Ruddles, but it must have been originally painted. Now this cemetery opened, I think it was 1856, same year as Bishop Wearmouth. This was to replace Mount Wearmouth Parish Church, also known as St. Peter's. And this is, see there's all concrete under here as well, and bits of headstones and so on. So I'm going to get out of here, and in loving memory of John Cass, the beloved husband of Margaret Cass, died February 13th, 1903, aged 63 years. Oh, it's warm. School just finished probably about half an hour ago, so hopefully it's not too busy over here. Look at that. Just over that side is towards Seaburn, I think it's Seaburn Dean, is it? Or Stytlands Road, and Fulwell in the distance. But beautiful large urn on the top. In memory of Alice Simpson, eldest daughter of the late Charles Simpson of Whitburn West House. Whitburn's not far away, probably not less than a mile from here. I'm going to head over to another road section here. Survived that, I haven't tripped up. And this section is where some of the great and the good are buried. A lot of these have sunk as well. Like that. Philip Corley, OBE, JP. Died born 8th of October, died 1944. And this is the road through it. So it's got two cemetery chapels. That's the southern one. And then we've got the northern one here. They've had the exteriors recently done up. Oh, that looks like a Edwin Smythe lettering. Look at that. I'm not going to have a try and look at the thing because I wanted to get down to the Cutthroat Dean. They're beautiful. Summer's gone, autumn's here. A place like this, all these headstones. There'll only probably be 2 or 3 maximum people buried in any of these particular graves, but Everyone has a story. See, a lot of these people don't exist in stories. They'll be in people's family trees, and there'll just be a name and a date. But the best way to look into them is if you do have the opportunity, get like a newspaper archive, and that just adds lots of things to everything. Right next to Monkweath Mouth Academy. So this, I thought all this was getting cut down. I'm sure it was supposed to get cut down in August. But look, so wild. And that's one of my favourite epitaphs in here. This is Margaret Todd, died February the 23rd, 62, aged 82 years. She lived to a good old age and went down to her grave in peace. This is a place I'd like to come really early in the morning. Probably catch foxes and stuff. I've been here at about sunset earlier this year and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even going to attempt to go into that. I've got my good jeans on as well. William Wallace. So I remember there's a lovely epitaph down here. It's actually quite bright for me to actually read this. He is gone, and the grave hath received her. 'Twas Jesus that called her away. She is gone to the Lord who redeemed her. Knowing, or something to the splendour of day. Sorry, just really bright today. That was one of my surnames there. Hannah Emerson. Infant daughter of, it's a middle name, Emerson. John and Hannah Waddle. Right, look at that. It's got the best light ever, this particular place. So we'll have a walk along the Dean. Might be a bit of water in. Right on the edge of Sunderland. In the distance, if you can see those houses. Oh, there's is it a pheasant or a grouse? I should know. I'm from bloody bad because I never remember whether it's the male pheasant which is the bride or it's the female pheasant. I'll let it go. It's just I might see it when I walk around. Just behind that wooden stump in the distance over there. I told you there's lots of wildlife here. Lots of wood pigeons, magpies. You can see it better along here, but this is Cutthroat Dean, named so more to do with it was a cut through in the olden days, and this is the Seaburn next to us, which comes out. We're less than probably about 3/4 of a mile, half a mile from the North Sea. I'm a bit behind on all my history stuff this week because I've been distracted by doing other history stuff. So I haven't updated like lots of Instagram or Life and Death in Northern Town Facebook page. It's been work full time, and by the time I get home and do stuff, so I'm trying to cram in loads of videos because it won't be long before the dark night are here, and I don't have a car these days, so I either have to walk or get a bus or metro, but you can only do that so many times. I've got 10 minutes left. There were some broken fragments of headstones in there last time. See if I can get into this grass here. Read this headstone. I think this is the least amount of this bit's been overgrown here since I've ever come back, because normally I don't think I've been in here. See, there's some massive logs down here as well. You can easily trip over here. Mary, beloved wife of somebody. Robertson. December. Looks like 1871 or 1881. It's that 144-year-old headstone. Go back on the path and go over here. But it's well worth a walk here. I'd love to come here in winter, it'd be absolutely gorgeous. That's on my list of things to do. I'm always thinking ahead, I've got loads more stuff to do over the next few months. I've got a few remembrance, like war-based ones to do when it gets to around November. Right, look at that. I'm glad I came today. I finished work at 2:30 and I thought, so I walked home, got changed, walked back to town, got the metro over, walked down here, and I was in 6 2/3 whether I would be bothered to do it, but if you don't make an effort, you don't get to see all this. You can walk on the other side of the stream as well and get some great views if you walk into that field up to Whitburn and all the fancy houses. I think is it Whitburn now? Probably. I don't even know where I'm whispering. So what we do, we'll walk around here. See, I've never checked like the grave or burial registers to see how far down here the cemetery is in use. The breeze has stopped. It was a bit windy early on before, but just to show you how far down this slope there are graves. See, there's two in there. I've never been in there to see what the names are. It's full of nettles and brambles, but there might be four. So if it's come all the way down here, I'm guessing some of the graves might be down here. I think this was like the common ground where you could just pay for burials rather than buy the grave and then put a headstone up years later. I'm not going to go down there because every time I come here I always going to show you some of those graves down there. And who's this here? Which is George Chisholm. Died June 14th. See, the grass is over to 18 something, age 59 years. Somebody of Alex and of the above. That's George Chisholm. When the sun comes down later on, this is the best place to come because it shines through these trees onto these graves. And there's the water tower in Clevedon at the distance. So peaceful here. And this is that one for Anne Rowell, in loving memory of Anne, beloved daughter. I've done a story on this one, but I can't remember the actual full transcription at the bottom, but it's a lovely little transcription. It mentions at the end, the mansions of rest. Her father was a shipwright on the Weir, so I've always assumed this is a piece of wood he had left over or took from his work. It's an offcut, And he brought it home. I did it at work as a tribute to his beloved daughter Anne. There's only a couple of them in this particular headstone, but it stood the test of time. See, this one has been completely taken over by the earth. See, it's actually turf on top of it now, not just a bit of dried grass and so on. Look at that. It's a beautiful place. Especially with the sun shining through on a day like this. I think deer getting here because there was a deer found killed, died here. I think it's the start of the summer. Right, I'm going to leave you with that last shot. So I'm going to head back to the metro, get home, upload these, and I might have a pint in the Cutthroat beer garden for a bit of inspiration. So thank you very much for watching this. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, and if you want, click on the subscribe because it'll help grow the channel. And I don't get any money from doing this. I am on the YouTube partnership. I can monetize my videos, I want to, but I cannot be bothered to do with all the self-employment and other implications of doing that. It's just too much hassle at the moment. Maybe one day, if there's like maybe 10,000 subscribers, or 5,000 or something, that might be worthwhile in a couple of years' time. But for the time being, there's no money. It's just literally, I love getting out and about, telling these stories, and it goes together with all the stuff I write on Facebook and other bits and pieces. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And I'm going to say those two words. I have got it planned to wake up early on Friday morning, catch the bus up to Pennywell for sunrise, and do me Pennywell mass grave. That is the plan, because I'm busy on Saturday because I'm going to Newcastle for a meal, so fingers crossed because I want to get it out of the way. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.